Do you know what people get wrong about Red? They think his story is about hope. Andy Dufresne writes him letters, leaves him money, and tells him to meet him in a place some way, somewhere, and everyone walks away from the movie thinking, see guys, hope wins. But that's not Red's story. Red's story is about losing, repeatedly, constantly, and for about 40 years. 3 parole hearings, 3 times he sat on that chair, and 3 times he said the right things. Remorseful, reformed, ready, and 3 times he was signed across that paper saying, rejected. The parole board's entire purpose is to evaluate if someone has actually changed, if they've grown, if they're ready. That's their stated mission. But for 40 years, what they actually were rewarding was performance. Red learned the script. Remorseful tone, right words, look down at the right moment. Red got so good at it, but they kept on saying no. Maybe it's because, even unconsciously, they could feel it. The rehearsal behind the sincerity, the strategy dressed up as feeling. But at that 3rd hearing, Red snaps. He essentially fires the board before they could fire him. He says he doesn't care about the definition of rehabilitation. Says he can't change what he did. Says he has to live with it every single day. No strategy, no performance, just the truth. And they let him go. The institution designed to detect change couldn't detect it for 40 years. It took Red abandoning his entire game to finally allow the truth to be visible. Because real change doesn't need to convince anyone. It doesn't walk in prepared. It just is. There's almost something peaceful about it. The moment you stop chasing something is the exact moment you become worthy of it. Red spends years, decades, chasing the idea of freedom. And the second he lets go of chasing that idea, he walks straight into it. Red says something else. He says that the worst part about doing time isn't the bar, isn't the fences, it's the institutionalization. You get so used to asking for permission that you forget that you once had the right to go on a walk. That's what losing will do to you. Not a single loss, but the accumulation. You start asking for permission to want things. You start pre-rejecting yourself before anyone else will get the chance to. You become your own parole board. Andy believed in Red before Red believed in Red. Andy leaves that tin box in the middle of nowhere not because he knew that Red was going to make it, but rather that he believed that the possibility of Red making it was worth the gesture. Someone believed in the version of you that hasn't arrived yet. The question is, if you're going to show up and meet them. Red crosses that field, he finds the box, he gets on the bus, and he crosses the border. Without certainty, without permission, and without a plan of what he was going to do beyond that. You know what the last thing he says? I hope. Not a I know, not a I'm sure, just I hope. After 40 years of losing, after 40 years of performing, the whole architecture of him trying to be what someone else needed him to be finally collapsed. That's all that was left. And it turns out it was enough. It was always enough.